Hello everybody, CRWC, and we'll be doing our review for All Elite Wrestling's Rampage, or Rampage. So we're gonna start with answering the viewers first, because Zemo, he had a comment here on Ring of Honor. It's short. This is gonna be a short review anyway, so don't buckle up, because the car ain't really going anywhere.
No, we're just sitting in the driveway, warming it up. It's cold.
It's warming up,
we
but
gotta warm the car up.
Yeah, there are bricks behind the tires. It's not going anywhere. So he gave his thoughts on the Ring of Honor review, and he said that the Iron Savages sound like a good tag team of brawlers, but since they're in AEW, they won't get too far, which is sad, and that is accurate.
Yeah,
that's accurate. He says, "I love the Big Boss Man. He was an awesome heel in the 90s, and his ring work was great. He may not have won the WWF title, but he did not need to win it to be memorable. So many great wrestlers are memorable, and they never won world titles."
Yep.
I got to be a little smart ass on this. No, anybody he may not have won. No, he didn't. It's not an argument. It's not controversial. He never won it. However, he did put Hogan over like on 2 Saturday Night main events. That I remember and whatnot. And the matches went the exact same way. So I remember that much. I remember thinking, how is Hogan beating these people that should be beating him? I always wondered that.
I thought that too, because whenever the Big Boss Man wrestled, he always won, but then he wrestled by like Hogan, he lost, and it's like, but
Hogan don't wrestle, so how does he have the ability to win?
That's
where I was. He don't wrestle except Saturdays, and then like in the things you can't watch. I didn't even know they was called pay-per-views at the time. I mean, I thought pay-per-view was like the brand, not the thing. But I was a little kid though. Johnny of 1,000 last names, and Taya should have gone back to TNA. At least there, they would have been treated with more care and not treated like afterthought. Which, yeah. They trying to get money. Tony Khan's paying them far more than TNA would.
And to act like you're getting paid more and stop walking around with urine-colored hair.
Really, pea-head. So, also think of this. They have the ability to be seen nationally because of Honor Club and whatnot. They've got the ability, but as I stated before, Ring of Honor, that is Tony Khan's NXT. Then he says, Shane Taylor is great. I want to see him win the TV title again. Yeah. If Shane Taylor was used properly, though, I ain't gonna lie, he would have been Ring of Honor World Champion. And I could see him losing it to Eddie Kingston. I can see that. But then I can see him getting it back after about a 3-month chase.
Could I see him losing to Eddie Kingston?
The reason I'm just going on, I know how they can probably both get down. But if it's Shane Taylor before Tony Khan, no one should beat him.
No,
not even Claudio, nobody.
And that is one area where they dropped the ball at Ring of Honor of them never putting the heavyweight title on Shane Taylor. They put it on Bandito. They put it on Rouge. I think they put it on PCO.
Yep. I think they had Bandito beat Shane Taylor to win it anyway when it was up for grabs or some crap like that.
That was, I'm sure the Ring of Honor has dropped the ball in many facets, but that's a big one.
That is a major one. They should have gave the TV title to Dalton Castle.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was Zemo.
Tony Khan should have given the
wait a minute.
All right.
It's Zemo times 2534. He's under 9,000. But
the hell.
But he's way over 100.
And that's important.
His power level is just about where ours is. Just about. Don't worry about where we are. Don't question it. It's just we are where we are. You're close, and no matter how high you raise it, you'll always be close. Because that's the gimmick. Let's see here. We're gonna get into the review.
Oh, Dalton Castle should have got the TV title instead of this jackhole Kyle Fletcher, who has shown he should not be where he is.
I might have to go with Jim Cornette's name of Kyle Felcher.
Felcher.
You know, I grew up. I was in school with this kid. His last name was Felcher, and I don't know. The teachers would call his name and just kind of pause, and I never got it, but I get it now. Felching, okay, I get it, but back then, you know, being 8 and 9 years old, it was just like I just noticed that the teacher was apprehensive about the person's name.
Okay, so I don't get it. What's wrong with his name?
Because like to felch is a slang term for like stealing and whatnot.
It is.
So yeah.
Oh.
I don't know where it came from. It's one of them European things. First time I ever heard it was on a TV show called The Tripods. It's a sci-fi show about these 3-legged things. I never really got it. They scared me, but I couldn't help but it's like a train wreck. It's like, oh, scary, but I need to know what happens. Although I don't understand anything at all. Didn't understand Doctor Who. I just wanted to see monsters and him walking around eating jelly beans and evading stuff. So,
okay.
It's like, you know, you're a felcher. You just felch on things. And it's like, what? Yeah, you're just a thief. You don't ever tell the truth. Nothing about you is honest. You're just a felcher. And I was like, all right. Okay. And I never linked it, you know, and it's like a month apart from, you know, watching that, hearing it, and then the kid being transferred to our school and hearing his name. So, okay. Want to get to this review?
Let's go.
So we start off with the Triple Crown title match. Wheeler Yuta versus Eddie Kingston.
That was our whole reason for watching this, in case you were wondering.
Yeah. Just think about it. If that is 90% of the audience's reason for watching it, you put it on first. Now, after that match, what's the point? But that's why you put main event stuff in the main event and not try to, you know, jumpstart the show like that. You know, that, ugh. Hot shotting sucks.
I have to interject because I just found that there is a different meaning for felcher.
Oh, okay. What is it?
So I'm going to read what it says in the pubmed.ncbi.nlnih.gov. This is a scientific journal.
Ooh, good grief. All right.
Felching.
Partridge in the pear tree.
Felching. Sucking or eating semen out of someone's anus.
Are you sure that's not the Urban Dictionary?
I swear. It's not.
Oh, God. Yeah.
It's also in the Urban Dictionary, but that definition I just gave is from the kind of journal I would have been looking at when I was working on my thesis. So let us move on.
Yeah, Fletcher. Kyle Fletcher.
Yuta versus
I don't know what he did. Maybe oh crap. Maybe the teachers knew.
Maybe the teachers knew.
Oh. My childhood.
Eddie Kingston versus Yuta.
Oh geez. Okay, so
the crown.
Yeah, crown, all right. Something's crowning.
Ew.
So, all right. Wow. Okay. So many pauses. So many pauses that I saw. Okay. So, this match, the crowd didn't care about. Not really. They were, you know, it was like a wrestling cheering low level crowd, but It's, how can I say this? They didn't like Wheeler. That's good. Wheeler wrestled he wrestled really good. It was
did
great.
A really good job. He chose a body part and worked on it like a dog with a good bone. But it was like
Wheeler worked Wheeler worked like an Anderson, and it's like
I wanted to enjoy it, but it just wasn't there.
Maybe because we were tired. Maybe the crowd wasn't even there.
I don't know.
Kingston won with the Northern Light Bomb and he pinned him. Yeah, but I noted that just not into the match.
Kingston was selling.
Yeah, Yuta wrestled a solid match. We're lost on what was wrong. We just don't. Was it Yuta? I wasn't feeling Kingston either. It was just like I don't know, something invisible was like, you will not enjoy this. I don't get it.
I don't know.
Wheeler, he was flawless. He was flawless. Kingston was great. Sold the arm. Wheeler worked on the dominant arm. It was not a back and forth match. Kingston actually had to fight from underneath, and maybe that's what the people wasn't digging, because they felt like maybe Kingston should have just ran all over Yuta, but at the same time,
that wouldn't have been right.
Yeah, Wheeler took out a limb, the main limb,
the right arm,
and gnawed on it.
The shoulder, the elbow, the forearm, he was going all up and down that limb.
This is one of those matches that you'll watch and say, this is boring, I don't give a damn. And then in 20 years or so, maybe 10, going on people's mindset and instant gratification needs today, you might say, you know what, so y'all think this is wrestling, but the greatest match was this because of what these two did.
It was textbook, yada yadas.
And even then, you'll talk about it. You talk about how great it was, and then you'll watch it with that person and be like, damn, this sucks. Be like, I just got brought back to why this just, you know what, let's just go get some ice cream. But you're lactose intolerant, let's get ice cream.
Wheeler Yuta knows what he's doing in the ring. And even more so, you know, he's come along even since we saw him in Ring of Honor. But there's just nothing about him that says, I want to watch this dude. You don't want to watch him wrestle. You don't want to hear him talk. And I don't know what can be done to change it.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
It's just terrible. Anyway, moving on. Backstage, Mark Briscoe and the Hardys do a promo citing they beat Collision in the ratings all around. Just beat them.
Rampage did, not them.
Yeah,
Rampage.
Because they was on it.
Yeah.
Because they was on Rampage last week. They beat Collision in ratings. And I was like, I thought that's your gold standard, beating Collision. Okay. Matt gives Mark Briscoe a gift, which is the Hardy's emblem as a necklace presented by Jeff Hardy. Mark looks confused and lost. They form their trio, and they dare anyone to take them on.
Okay, they formed a trio that Mark was like, he's been pulled into.
Yeah, like I didn't really sign up for this, but I guess I have no choice.
Jeff put the necklace on him, and Matt was holding him by the arms, and Mark was looking like, what the hell's going on?
Is this sex?
Did I just get laid?
Yep, that Family Guy reference.
Yeah.
Like, watch out for that, Quagmire. You don't want to get in that. It was an handicap dust ball fight. He got pulled in, the smacking sounds, the beating sounds. He gets thrown out. He goes, did I just get laid?
Yeah.
He had no idea. So that's where that's from. Let's see. Swerve Strickland versus Matt Sydal. It was a decent match. It was all right. Swerve won with a JML driver and hold for the pin. So, okay. Queen Aminata versus Hikaru Shida. We skipped it. Shida won with that stupid ass middle kick thing.
Yeah, yeah.
And then backstage, Saraya shows Ruby Soho's footage of Angelo Parker kissing somebody.
No, kissing Cameron. Cameron's the new crazy one. Is part of their group.
Cameron
something.
Okay.
And it's obvious, which is so stupid. They're talking. Cameron grabs him and kisses him. He doesn't touch her. He doesn't do anything.
Then it's pause, and Ruby is angry. is angry when presented Ruby is angry, and when presented a birthday cake by Parker, who started singing happy birthday, she knocks the cake into his face, so you get your LOL of the cake in the face thing. Parker yells repeatedly that is not what it looks like. Soraya puts something into his hand. It looked like it might have been money. I don't know. And she says, I always win. And the girls leave. And he's like, it's not what it looks like. And the footage further unpauses. And it shows that
he pushes her off. Like, what the hell, man?
The woman, the woman pushed him away. And he's looking like, what the hell? And he looks stunned and, at the assertive kiss. I'm like, what?
It's stupid.
Yeah, I'm like, y'all could have done so many things, but y'all put this crap, and it's best if you put it on Rampage where nobody would see it because it's not going to be memorable anyway. Although Angelo Parker is a damn awesome wrestler, but still,
And it's dumb. It's like, Soraya, why don't you want Ruby to go get tightened up? You tightening her up? Leave her alone.
Yep. Somebody got to go get something done somewhere. So then we get Dark Order versus Jake Hager, Matt Menard, and Angelo Parker,
who was still covered in cake.
Yep, covered in cake. And the Dark Order won with their combination tag team hold for the pin. And I made that move in Fire Pro, and I love it. Don't get a chance to see it much because something awesome should not be seen repeatedly. And that was the show. That was Rampage. That
was it.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna watch Rampage again. We know that tomorrow's Wednesday. This whole wrestling cycle begins again. We know, and we are 2 shows behind.
We are?
Wait a minute. No, we already did Dynamite, right?
Yeah.
So we need to do Collision and Ring of Honor.
We did Ring of Honor.
We did Ring of Honor?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we just got Collision?
Yeah.
I hope that's all. No, Battle of the Belts. So we got Collision and Battle.
Have we watched either one of those?
No, because Battle of the Belts takes place after Collision, allegedly. So it's 3 hours of what you just did. So
I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's why we don't watch them live, because one, we can't. Because there's like 600,000 people watching it live. That's not watching paid TV. That's 600,000 people that they don't get for their ratings. So blame high-priced satellite and cable bills for why Tony Khan can't get the extra ratings, and then again why WWE don't get those extra ratings too. So, I'm just saying, we're gonna try to catch up and do right and stuff. So with that, it's just been Sedrik and Sedrik for CRWC commentary. All Elite Wrestling's Rampage or Rampage. So Rampage. Y'all, so you know what? Just y'all be chill, be safe, be good, and
stay warm, man. It's cold.
It's cold in the mug out there. It's cold. It's cold. It's cold.
Put your layers on and your blankets and all stuff, and
you
cover your tootsies.
Feel fortunate for where you are. If it's warm, no matter what, stay where you are. Be good. And a small tip I got from listening to Bo the Fifth Column: if it's cold, you probably don't have heat or you can't afford it or something, but you're in the home. Get into a small room, get a pillow fort going with a table in a small bedroom or something, and everybody huddle up at the table, put your legs up under there, the heat will help and all that stuff. So do that.
Don't throw away blankets unless they're like really, really, really worthless. This is for future reference.
Yeah, they have to be so torn up that they don't help at all. Literally don't help. Like just wrapping up in it's going to mess it up even further. So do what you can, and
don't complain when you get miscellaneous blankets for Christmas.
Yep, and look, you got a generator. Do not put it in the house. Don't put it in the house with you. Leave it outside.
Don't grill in the house.
Don't grill in the house. And if you can, you go ahead and if you can, get a thing of like a pot to burn wood and stuff in, and set some big rocks on it. Be careful, but you can use those rocks. Put them in a pan on the floor or something like that in the house. It'll heat. It'll heat for a while. So be careful exploding parts of the rock. So you got to be careful with that. There's a lot, but Bo the Fifth column, he goes over this and a whole lot more. Very wise man and whatnot. No, it's not a paid thing. I just, if it can help you, I want to point you in the right direction. That's really all it is. So with that said, we'll see you next time.